Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I've got this absolutely juicy gist that's totally inspired by the incredible, electric chemistry between Chidi and Sonia Uche in one of their captivating Nollywood romances. Think along the lines of those heart-pounding maid-and-boss stories that keep us glued to our screens. I'm twisting it into a real-life vibe, full of passion, drama, and those unexpected turns that make love stories unforgettable. No spoilers for any actual movies here, just pure, imaginative drama crafted to get your hearts racing and your comments flowing. Imagine stepping into a world where social boundaries blur, emotions run wild, and true connection defies all odds. This tale is set in the bustling, vibrant streets of Lagos, where luxury meets everyday hustle, and two souls from completely different worlds collide in the most unexpected way. I've poured so much detail into this to make it feel real, vivid, and immersive, like you're right there watching it unfold. The sparks, the tension, the heartfelt moments, it's all here to hook you from start to finish. If you're a fan of romantic Nollywood gems with strong leads like Chidi and Sonia, this one's going to hit all the right spots. Get comfy, grab your snacks, and let's dive deep into this steamy, dramatic fantasy that's bound to leave you swooning and wanting more. Trust me, by the end, you'll be replaying scenes in your head. 212 words. Picture this, a wealthy Lagos businessman, let's call him Chidi, tall, charismatic, with that commanding presence that turns heads wherever he goes, decides to hire a stunning house help named Sonia to manage his sprawling mansion in the heart of Ekoi. She's not your average maid, oh no, she's incredibly smart, fiercely sassy, with a sharp wit that could cut through any awkward silence, and deep down, she's secretly dreaming of building her own empire, perhaps a fashion line or a tech startup that empowers women like her. From the moment she steps into his opulent home, filled with marble floors, modern art on the walls, and views of the Lagos skyline, he can't help but notice her beyond the everyday chores like polishing the silverware or preparing gourmet meals. It starts subtly, a lingering glance while she's arranging flowers in the living room, or him catching her humming a tune as she dusts the bookshelf lined with business books. Soon, those late-night kitchen talks become their ritual, him unwinding after a long day of boardroom battles, her sharing stories from her humble beginnings in a quieter part of the city. The conversations flow effortlessly, from dreams and ambitions to laughter over shared jokes, building an undeniable connection that neither saw coming. The air thickens with unspoken attraction, her confidence matching his intensity, creating moments where time seems to stand still amid the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the soft hum of the city outside. Sparks fly brighter with each encounter, turning routine into romance in the most intoxicating way. One rainy evening, as the Lagos downpour hammers against the floor-to-ceiling windows of his luxurious penthouse, turning the world outside into a blurry watercolor of lights and shadows, he finally gathers the courage to confess his growing feelings. The thunder rolls in the distance like a dramatic soundtrack, the room dimly lit by elegant lamps casting warm glows on the plush sofas and exotic rugs. Sonia, you're not just the help around here, you're my heartbeat, the rhythm that keeps my days alive, he says, his voice low and earnest, eyes filled with vulnerability he's rarely shown to anyone. She freezes in place, her hands pausing mid-task as she sets down a tray of evening tea, tears welling up in her beautiful eyes that reflect the storm outside. Her mind races, memories of her struggles, the societal gaps, the risks of crossing lines that could shatter everything she's worked for. But sir, we are worlds apart, she whispers back, her voice trembling yet strong, heart pounding so loudly she wonders if he can hear it over the relentless rain. The tension is palpable, the space between them charged with emotion, as droplets race down the glass panes like tears of the sky. He steps closer, the scent of his cologne mixing with the earthy petrichor seeping in, his presence overwhelming yet tender. The moment hangs heavy, filled with the raw honesty of two people bearing their souls amid nature's fury, setting the stage for a passion that's been building like the storm itself. He pulls her close gently yet firmly, his arms enveloping her in a warmth that contrasts the chill of the rain-soaked night, as thunder rumbles outside like an approving roar from the heavens. Love doesn't care about status, wealth, or what society dictates, he vows with unwavering conviction, his breath warm against her ear, hands steady on her waist as if anchoring her in this whirlwind of feelings. Their eyes lock in an intense passion that speaks volumes without words, his gaze full of determination and adoration, has a mix of fear, desire, and budding hope. The world narrows to just them, the sound of rain pattering rhythmically on the roof, the flicker of lightning illuminating their faces in brief, dramatic flashes. She hesitates for what feels like an eternity, her mind warring with her heart, weighing the consequences against the pull of this undeniable chemistry. Then, in a surge of emotion, she surrenders, kissing him fiercely with a passion that's been suppressed for too long, her fingers tangling in his hair as the rain seems to patter like applause, celebrating their bold leap into the unknown. The kiss deepens, electric and consuming, bodies pressed together in a moment of pure, unfiltered connection that erases boundaries. But just as they lose themselves in the embrace, the doorbell rings sharply, shattering the bliss. His ex shows up unannounced, drenched from the storm, eyes widening as she catches them mid-embrace through the slightly ajar door, her expression shifting from surprise to fury in an instant. Drama escalates immediately as accusations fly like arrows in the charged atmosphere of the mansion's grand foyer, the ex's voice echoing off the high ceilings, demanding explanations while Sonia pulls away, composure cracking under the sudden intrusion. Secrets spill out in heated exchanges, his past mistakes, her hidden reservations, turning the romantic high into a whirlwind of confrontation that tests their fragile bond. But amid the chaos, Sonia drops a bombshell revelation. She's no ordinary maid at all, she's actually undercover, investigating his company's shady deals that have been whispered about in business circles, her real mission tied to justice and uncovering corruption that could topple his empire. Shock ripples through him, betrayal mixing with admiration for her courage and intelligence, as flashbacks reveal subtle clues he'd missed in their interactions. He fights desperately for her trust, opening up about his efforts to reform, sharing confidential documents and personal stories that prove his genuine change of heart, vowing to make things right not just for the business but for them. The tension builds as they navigate mistrust, late-night arguments turning into vulnerable confessions under the same roof that's now a battlefield of emotions. Eventually, they decide to escape the suffocating drama of Lagos, fleeing to a serene beach getaway where golden sands meet turquoise waves, the salty breeze clearing their minds. There, amid crashing waves that mirror their turbulent journey, they vow forever, hands intertwined as sunsets paint the sky in hues of promise and renewal. Twist upon twist, his powerful family, entrenched in old money traditions and protective of their legacy, strongly disapproves of this union, viewing Sonia as an outsider who threatens their status quo, and they begin plotting subtly yet viciously to separate the couple through manipulations, false rumors, and even arranged alliances. Whispers in elite circles, anonymous tips to the press, and family interventions create obstacles that test their resolve at every turn. But Sonia, with her sharp wit and unyielding spirit honed from years of overcoming adversity, stands firm like a rock against the tide, turning the tables masterfully by gathering evidence, forging unexpected alliances, and outsmarting the schemers with clever strategies that expose their hypocrisy. She refuses to be intimidated, channeling her inner strength into protecting their love while pursuing her own dreams, inspiring him to confront his family's toxic influence head-on. The battles rage, emotional showdowns at family dinners, secret meetings disrupted, hearts bruised but not broken, as they fight side by side, their bond growing deeper through shared trials. Her resourcefulness shines, flipping scripts and revealing truths that force his relatives to reconsider, all while she builds her empire in the background, proving her worth beyond any doubt. The drama peaks in waves of betrayal and redemption, showcasing how true partnership can dismantle even the strongest opposition, leaving them stronger and more united in the face of adversity that once seemed insurmountable. Climax hits when he, determined to claim their future publicly and silence all doubters, orchestrates a grand proposal in the midst of a lavish Lagos event attended by friends, family, and even media, the venue adorned with twinkling lights, live music swelling in the background, and a crowd buzzing with anticipation. On one knee amid blooming flowers and under a canopy of stars projected overhead, he pours out his soul, ring gleaming as he asks for her hand, the moment captured in flashes of cameras and gasps from onlookers. The crowd erupts in cheers, applause thundering like the rain from that fateful night, hearts melting at the raw emotion on display. She pauses dramatically, eyes shining with tears of joy and empowerment, then says yes with a radiant smile, but not without her empowering condition, true equality in their shared empire, partners in business and life, building together without hierarchies or old norms dictating their path. He agrees instantly, sealing it with a kiss that draws even louder ovations, symbolizing victory over chaos, status, and schemes. And that's how love, fierce and unyielding, conquered every obstacle in a tale of passion, growth, and triumph that feels straight out of the best romantic dreams. If this hooked you from the intro to the epic ending, smash that like button, Subscribe for more juicy gist and fan-inspired stories, turn on notifications so you never miss an upload, and drop your own wild love stories or twist in the comments below. I read them all. Peace out, fam, until next time.